Purpose of this video today is to show you how to go to Bookshare, log in, and search for a book. Today I'm going to be using a demonstration user account, so I will only have access to very limited materials that are available, but you would do the same steps for any material that you might be looking for. So the first thing you would do is make sure that you have a login for Bookshare. If you're using an organizational membership, if you've been added as a sponsor, you should have received an email stating that you were added as a sponsor. So more than likely your login is going to be the email for your district. Again, I am using an organizational for demonstration purposes only. So you see that I am logged in. What it should say is your name up here. So if I had a membership through the intermediate unit, it would say Rebecca Kelly's taskbar. Over here is where I'm going to do my search. Now, if you're searching for a textbook, the best way to search for a textbook is to go to Advanced Search, scroll down to where it says ISBN number, and then type in your ISBN number. The reason being is you can search by title or by author or publisher, but if you are using a curriculum where multiple versions have been made, you want to make sure you get the most recent, and using the ISBN is going to get you the most recent version of the curriculum you're using. So let's go back here to the search, and I'm going to type in demo so that I can get access to the demo material that is available for me to be able to download. You would type in whatever book you were looking for. If you were looking for The Great Gatsby, if you were looking for Charlie and the Chocolate Factory, you would just type it in, and this would be your search results. Now you're seeing a question mark here because this is material I cannot download because of the restrictions of this demo account I'm using. However, you will see here, Bookshare demo, Rocket Boys of Nye. This is a book that I can download, and I know that because I see download. So I'm going to click on download. It's then going to take me to a new window, which is your members window. Members are students. So any of the students that you're working with that are eligible for Bookshare should be listed in this. So then what I would do is I would scroll down, and don't worry, these are actually all fake students. As you can see, there's not really a student named Captain Kangaroo. So I'm not breaking any kind of confidentiality, but I would go through and find, I'm going to get this for Mickey Mouse. So I can select it, put a check next to his name. Over on the far right, you will see where it says Daisy text only, audio, BRF. BRF is for students who are visually impaired who may be using Braille. Audio gives you a file that allows you to either upload onto an MP3 player, or you can play it off of your computer, but you're just going to get the audio reading. You're not going to have text along with it. Daisy with text only says it is the text that you would get without any images. So here it says images not available. If you were downloading a textbook, it may say Daisy with image. You may want to select that for a textbook. However, in this instance, the book that we're selecting is the only option we have is for text only. So I select it, I'll scroll all the way to the bottom, click download books. This is now going to prompt me to another window. It's really just a confirmation window, making sure that I have selected the text I wanted for the student that I wanted. I can always go and add additional recipients. So if I had another student that was using that same text, I can't download and use the same file for both students. I need to make sure that I am selecting each student that's using that text. So I may go to add or edit recipient list and just add another student on. So let's say the student, click download, and now you'll see I have 2 students that are using that book. So when I click download, it's going to download, it's going to come to this window, and this is your history window. At any point in time, if you download a book, you provide the student with the file, but they lose it, you can always just go back to the My History. After you've logged in, you can go to My History, and this will bring you up to all the books you've downloaded before, and you can re-download it. You don't have to do a search for it again. But you will notice here that the student's name is next to the download. So I'm going to click on where it says available. And down here at the bottom you can see that it has, bring this up just a little bit. I'm using Google Chrome right now, and it has downloaded the demo version down here as a zip file. So what I'm going to do right now, I'm just going to slide my window over a little bit, and I'm going to pull this file off. Again, this is a zip file, so right now it's not really a usable file, it's a compressed file. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to double click on it to unzip it, and you'll notice now it has created a open folder that we're used to seeing. If I double click that open folder, these are all the files that have been added as part of that DAISY format into that folder. And these are the files that I would use now for reading the text. Depending on what type of reader you are using, if you're using one of the free readers that you are eligible to download from Bookshare, you're going to use this file right here, this .opf. It will work with the Bookshare edition of Read Out Loud. It also works with the Bookshare edition of VictorSoft Reader. If you're using Kurzweil or Read and Write Gold, you are more than likely going to be using this .xml file. Or if the student just needs to see the text but doesn't necessarily need a free reader, you may choose to download this or to use the XML file, which will pop up just like a web page. And then they can, using the enlargement that's built into their computer or using the enlargement software that they might be used to using, they can use that then to read the text. So this is what the XML file would look like when you opened it up. It opens just like an HTML file, like a web page, and then at the beginning will be a lot of Bookshare introduction, but then you scroll down a little bit, you get to the book. And then if you are using an Apple Mac laptop, then all you have to do is select the text. Once you have turned on the text-to-speech within your system preferences, select the speech, use your keyboard shortcut.
They didn't think they could bear it if anyone found out about the Potters. Mrs.
And use the same shortcut to pause it again. So it doesn't highlight the text as it reads, but it does provide the text to be read. The other thing is you can turn on the zoom and be able to zoom up the text. So for some students, they just need to enlarge the text. They don't need to have it read to them. So that XML file allows you to do that. Thank you. I hope that this video was very helpful in using Bookshare with your students.